Okay, hello, it's Joe Corneli and Charlie Danoff here, doing a quick Peeragogy Hangout. So I'll turn it over to Charlie. What's going on, Charlie?
Hello, welcome to the Peeragogy Accelerator Week 6 Hangout. Um, Not much is going on. I did my Week 5. You're supposed to create a visual sketch or something else about your project, which I did, which I'll talk about. And my project is the Uncertainty Principle, a bi-monthly zine. And yeah, other than that, enjoying the wonderful weather we have right now in Chicago. It was a very, very beautiful July 4th weekend. So, how you doing out there in UK, Joe?
Yeah, well, we don't have July 4th here, so that's sad. We just skip right past that, go from the 3rd to the 5th. And let's see what else. Doing thesis stuff, so that's good. And here I'm screen sharing my summary of the argument of my PhD thesis, which fits on one screen share. So that's kind of it's not a visual sketch. I was having in mind to make a movie. So maybe if I talk through what's in there, that segment of this hangout will be the movie, and Charlie can be cast with some questions or comments. So,
Sounds good.
yes, we don't have a lot of time. I'll have to kind of go through it. So I'm not going to read this verbatim. I'll just kind of scan it and say what's going on. So basically, I'm making a case for using a pure production model to build learning resources for mathematics. And to Charlie, this shouldn't be too unfamiliar because I was talking about the same thing in 2010 when we just met. So what's new is I've realized that Planet Math as an encyclopedia isn't going to work anymore just as an encyclopedia. And then I introduced this pedagogy thing, which we've been talking about now for some time. And explain that the key to pedagogy is learning for individuals and change at the environment level. So that's the kind of framework that we're going to take forward. And I talk about this in terms of a kind of philosophical notion of emergence. So we can study different levels of activities. We can study activities at the micro level of interactions. We can study activities at the more macro level of big picture and wishes and culture. What do people want? And so I did some preliminary studies of that using historical data from Planet Math and focus groups and interviewing people. And after all of that, I built the new planetary system, which is Planet Math's new software, taking those ideas from the early studies on board. And the cool thing about this software is it's free open source software that you can change. It's standard software built with Drupal, so you can actually install it on your own system. And since it's kind of hot still, it's not cooled completely, we can negotiate about what should be there. And that's what the follow-up studies were, with real users on Planet Math talking about the software, trying the software, and then ultimately talking to me about the software. And the more or less conclusion of all of this is I got a picture of what people, real users of this software, are saying they feel mathematical culture could become. Of course, there's no shortage of mathematics out there in the world, but the big idea that comes out of my thesis is that Planet Math can run around doing the work of integration, bringing together people from different points of view. And now we have a good software system to do that. So I'm enthusiastic about it. That's the kind of summary of my thesis. So at least that's a quick draft of my video. Charlie, do you have any thoughts, reflections on that? Do you want to walk through yours? How you're doing on time?
We're doing okay on time.
Okay.
I like the use of Peeragogy, obviously. What is like what do you want like the person, like the reader, to be taking away from this? Is this like call to action, or is it like a summary of what you will do, or like
Yeah.
what you have done?
It takes place on chapter or on page like 31, so it's meant to be not quite an abstract because I have an abstract, but it's meant to be a summary of the argument. So the reader should come away knowing, and I don't know if if it's fully achieved at this point, kind of knowing what the claims are and knowing what the evidence is to support the claims, basically, and knowing what the conclusions are. So I'm not sure that that's completely there in this version. I've written a conclusion to my thesis as well, but kind of playing them off each other. So this is the end of chapter 1, revving people up for the full thesis. And to me, it's like evidence and claims would be the key word. So probably, I don't know if I actually said the word evidence or claim in what I said, so I might want to insert those words at some suitable points. But that's the goal. Sort of, here's your map of the mini golf course of my mind, and now the hole is where you're supposed to get the ball. So.
Nice. Nice. No, that looks good. It looks good. Yeah. Is there a link to that? Is that online right now, or?
No, it's not online right now. But I could put it online after the meeting. So. Yeah.
In case anybody else wanted to give you some feedback in the next 48 hours.
Last minutes, I think. Well, sometime tomorrow I'll put it in. There's also a conclusion, but yeah, I think if it was a call to action, I didn't quite get that in, but if there was a call to action, it would have something to do with, you can actually use Planet Math to do stuff. Hi, there's someone there.
Yeah, it's Pish.
Hi.
Showing Pish something. Okay. Just go there and click that. Right click. All right.
Yeah, the conclusions are more towards the end, obviously. But I think I would lead people in a more teacherly, in a kind of direction of, hey, you want to teach mathematics, you should teach mathematical culture and free software all in one big go.
Yeah, no, it seems like a nice distillation of a lot of stuff we've been talking about for a while.
Okay.
One second. Go to the article. What's your article? What's your article? Okay, you gotta type in the full URL. Type the full URL.
Yeah. So.
All right, I think I'm getting. All right, I gotta help. But it looks like a nice distillation of a lot of stuff that we've been working on or talking about. Yeah, really, really. I mean, not that it's. Yeah, no, those are really good. That looks really impressive, dude.
Okay. Well, it's nice to talk through it. So you probably you don't have time to go through your visual, though, do you?
No, here, give me one sec. All right, yeah, there you go. Okay, good. Okay. So yeah, I got a couple minutes. So for my visual, not as impressive of a summary as we just saw.
But much more visually appealing, certainly.
I don't know. It looks pretty good with that LaTeX. All right, I will put the link onto the page, event page.
There we go. Here, I think I can screen share what I've come up with.
All right, 1 second. Ish. All right.
Whoa. Okay. This one?
Yeah, just that.
Hello.
All right. Hey.
I found it.
Okay.
So you can talk.
Looks like pretty good. So this is working off of the plan I made for the week 2 or 3 homework, and there's linked to in the hackpad over there. And so I did the happiness plan. So we have a, I guess, a crudely done emoji, getting slightly less happy, slightly more happy as each 2-month period goes on. And is that happiness in November, December, with a self-sufficient issue and event. So we will see that generates profit. So yeah, step by step, just get more issues out, have more events, and get the issues into comic book stores, and then hopefully it will all. If I take care of those 3 things, I think that will lead to the 4th goal. I have not been doing those 3 things consistently, so.
Yeah, but July is just getting started, so there's plenty of time for that.
Yep. So
yeah,
that's the
slick inclusions of nice flyers and stuff inside the zine, explaining to people that good things are coming would be helpful.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I on screen share. Okay. Yeah, I like it. I think definitely the plan is clear. And yeah, you got the long-term plan. I've got the plan until tomorrow to get that thing revised.
It's a long-term plan that's like coming to reality. So nice work, sir.
Yeah. Thank you. Nice to you.
All right.
All right. Well, let's. Shall we close it here? I don't know if Charlotte will join around.
Yeah, she does. You can do another one. All right.
Okay.
All right. Well, thanks.
Yep. Talk to you sometime soon. Bye.
Thanks for watching Peeragogy Accelerator. You can find more at peeragogy.org. And we'll be doing the accelerator again starting in about 6 weeks if you want to join.
Yeah, and some interesting reflections probably in the next few weeks, or who knows, free-for-alls. Anyway, talk to you during the free-for-alls.
All right.
Okay, bye, Charlie.